Hi all, today I am going to talk about the waterfall model, one of the earliest and most traditional model used in the software development. The waterfall model follows a linear sequential approach where each phase of the development must be completed before moving to the next. Just like a water flows down, the process moves step by step without going back. So the development process is divided into several phases like a requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance. So in this model, all the requirements are clearly defined at the beginning, which helps in the better planning and the documentation. One of the biggest advantage of the waterfall model it is simplicity. It is easy to understand and manage, especially for the small project with a fixed requirement. It also provide a clear milestone and a strong documentation which is used in regular industries. So however, waterfall model also have a small limitations. It is not flexible, and making changes a phase is completed can be difficult and costly. So also testing is done in late in this process, which increases the project risk. The waterfall model is a best suited project where the requirements are clearly and unlikely to change. Although modern approaches like ugly are more powerful today, the waterfall model still play an important role to understand the fundamentals of the software development. In this phase we have to see the next model. It is a V model. The V model is a structured approach to the software development that focus equally on development and testing. So in this model, testing is not treated as a separated for final activity. Instead, it is closely connected to every stage of the development. This helps ensure that the software meet quality standard from every beginning. The model get its name V from the shape of structure. The left side of the V represent the development and the planning activities, while the right side represent the testing activities. This structure is clearly shows how each development phase is verified and validity through matching the testing phase. During the early stage, the team carefully analyzes the user requirement and design. The system is detailed. The planning stage are very important because it defines how the software will function and how it is built. The clear design at the stage help to avoid the major problems later in this project. Once planning and designing are completed, the development reach bottom of the V where coding takes place, the stage where programmer converted designer into actually working the software using the programming languages and the tools. After coding, the testing phases begins. Individually part of the software and are tested first, and that combine the parts are tested together, followed by the testing the complete system. Finally, acceptance testing is done to ensure that the software satisfies user expectations and the requirement. One of the biggest strengths of the V model is that the testing so we planned early, which helps to detect the error on the early stage. This reduce the cost, save time, and improve the overall quality of the software. However, the model is not more flexible, and making changes after the process has started can be difficult. V model is basically suited to the project with a clear, stable the requirement. It provides the discipline and well organized approach to the software development, making it useful for the project where the quality and reliability are more important. Next one, we have to see a increment model. Increment model is widely used for the software development approach, in which the system developed gradually in small parts known as the increment, rather than the developing the entire system at once. In this method, the development process is divided into a multiple state, and each state delivered a working version of the software with the added functionality. The initial increment usually provide a basic but functioned system that allow a user to interact with the software at the early stage. As the development continue, each new increment system by adding more features and improvement based on the user requirement and the feedback. Every increment goes through all the important phase of the software development, like the life cycle, including the requirement analysis, design, coding the parts with the help of maintenance, quality through the process. The model is very highly flexible that allow a developer to make the change and improvement in the increment without affecting the entire system. It also reduces the risk. Error can be identified and fixed early in the small parts. Today topic is over. Thank you.